about the music festival because there became such an interest in the festival as much as the app. You know what I mean? They're both like hand in hand, like balls deep. This is the greatest fucking thing ever. And the way it was marketed, it was perfectly done.
Yeah, just
it didn't look like there was anything suspicious to be found through any of this. Lo and behold, it's all 100% bullshit. And here, I'm going to tell you the end and the downfall, and I still won't cover everything. I'm still not covering some of the best parts of the story.
Oh, wow.
Because we're going to take another break in a little bit, and I'm going to read you verbatim what one of his former employees said about a particular issue, and it's going to happen very shortly. Basically, with the whole thing happening, he gets Starlin Catering, which is what, when you have a Met Gala, the highest end of catering and food options, this is where you go. This is like a $5.5 million contract.
That's
fucking ridiculous.
Go over that number again. Say that.
$5.5 million to gain a contract like this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is what Bill Gates and Steve Jobs used to hire to cater events, and the New York Gala hires for these events.
That's insane money,
and it's just beginning. So he hires them, and he puts the deposit down. Then he goes to all the artists, puts the deposit down, and then he goes to Evian. There are 2 large fucking containers.
So he's just blowing money.
Blowing money, but it's reciprocating. You know what? People are spending the money because he's giving live Facebook updates, but from New York and from this this private island that you're still seeing, but it's not where the music festival's taking place. It's all bullshit.
What the fuck? Like, wow, what a schemer.
It gets even fucking deeper. He starts selling these extravagant packages beyond the $100,000. Come to the event in a private plane. Meet in Tampa. We'll fly you out to
I want to mark something on that story. Mark a note of something on that. Actually, is because these actual celebrities, they all came out, right? All of them came out. They for this whole thing, right?
We're getting to that real shortly.
All right.
So
all right.
Go ahead. What's your question?
If they did, but they have to feel some level of responsibility.
Okay. We'll get to that. Due to the fact, I'm not even talking about what's in the documentary. I'm just talking about what happened. That there are so much more about this story that goes deeper into this, like how much money was really being thrown around and how much sophistication of bullshit had to be presented to companies like Evian Water and Red Bull and all these sponsors to come down here and enlist their money in this event. Like, all of it is there. And the next thing I want to get to is the Evian water truck. However, I need a drink. We need to take a break. A lot longer than I expected to talk about this. But it's such a dynamic story. And if you haven't heard it, just stay tuned. We'll be back in a little bit of a second.
All right.
In your world. In our world, it's going to be, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
All right. Editing that out. I don't care. Fuck you.
Yeah.
All right.
Kiss the balls.
32 minutes on to 32:25. Stopping now. After that small break, we just had to get a little rejuvenated. My voice was getting really raspy there.
Yeah, I had to drink some water. Cotton mouth set in.
Coffee, my new vape thing, which we'll talk about on the next episode. And, okay, so right back into the shit. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so during this whole documentary while it's going on, there is one extremely memorable quote before we continue. Andy King is one of the associates, best friends, longtime employee or consultant or whatever to Billy McFarland. And he was in charge of a great deal behind the scenes with all of Fyre Festival. And going back to the Evian truck situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so Billy basically reaches out to Andy King. Andy King's on the island, and Customs will not let this water through without payment. Okay, so it's talking about Bahamas Customs to let all this water come in and have it be signed off or whatever. You know what I mean? Just to get it through Custom to come to the festival. And I quote, Andy King was that desperate. Billy McFarland told Billy McFarland told Andy King, and I quote, edit. I went home. I brushed my teeth. I used mouthwash. I cleaned myself. And I just got ready. And I prepared myself to go into the U.S. Customs office and fully prepared to suck that man's dick.
What?
To get this Evian water truck to the event. That's how bad things were falling apart behind the scenes. Everything was always changing. Contracts were dropping. New contracts were starting. They had no land development done for these luxury tents. There wasn't enough villas for the people that he asked to be influencers from the first promotional. So all of those things that Billy McFarland did were empty promises to the people who were supporting and advertising his festival. Plus, he paid these fucking people to come to his do all his advertising for him and come create this huge social media extravaganza campaign. Yeah. Okay, time to get to the nitty gritty details and fucking watch Billy McFarland go belly up in a whirl of fucking hellish flames. Fuck you, Billy. Let's do it.
All right.
Everything that Billy was doing behind the scenes without the knowledge of anybody else was extremely deceptive.
What was
he doing? All the deposits were made on roughly everything. Some things were fully paid in full. And Billy would continuously fly to New York and come back with $3 or $4 more million if needed for the event. Now, keep in mind, there's still these promo videos that are being reshot and showing how perfect fucking everything is. Yet there is no footage of the actual campground or anything. Let's get into it.
That's crazy.
What Billy thought to cut a few dollars to save himself some money for this festival. He bought all of the relief beds and all the relief tents for this event from the Hurricane Maria.
Wow.
From the U.S.
Wow.
From the U.S. government.
That
sanctioned down to Puerto Rico. So he bought a bunch of this extra shit that wasn't used as in Haiti.
Wow.
Oh, it was Haiti, not Hurricane Maria.
Wow, even worse.
Oh, so fucking bad. So all these things, when you go to a music festival, you expect things to be a certain way. There is just this encompassing standard of minimal aspects to have something run fully functional and top-notch. Yeah. Everything about this was fucked. Let's just go right to the private jet. This private jet was a cheap airlines Mexico-sold airplane with new seats put into it and rebranded and put a new fucking... This was not a luxury jet. This was a goddamn cargo plane marked up to be something nicer than it was. It was not a private jet. It was a shitty fucking cargo plane that they redid up. Or it was so fucking old of this machine.
It was like...
Exactly. It was like a giant fucking retarded pontoon boat that flies.
Wow.
I mean, guessing from the aspect of trying to sell it as Pablo Escobar's fucking island. Now, keep in mind, people still think they're going to Pablo Escobar's fucking island.
Really?
Yes, because there hasn't been any updates on anything. No one has seen any actual footage of the campgrounds. No one knows what the fuck is going on. So, all of this is happening in real time. Here we go. The first 250 people who are considered the influencers, day one of the festival. Here we go. get in this fake fucking plane that's been remade up to look like it's something fancy, picked up at the airport from like all the other locations. This is where all the elitists are meeting before they go to the festival. The first round of important fucking people. And these are not fucking poor people. These are people with more than 250 grand in their bank account at any given time. These are very elite upper class people. They can afford anything they want.
Yeah.
Like, concerning, you want to buy a new guitar, I'll buy it. You want to buy a new fucking car.
Yeah.
That's not over 250 grand. You know what I mean? Like, not eccentric things. I mean, yes, but you know what I mean? Like, they're people of money. They land at the main island in the Bahamas, which is this Exuma, I think. If I'm so wrong about this, I'm fucking myself in the ass for later. I'm not going to edit it out. I'm just going to fucking run with it.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck you all.
Fuck
y'all with a
you
colonic. Well, that's how much we love you. We want to fuck you.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Tingles.
Yeah, put it right in the butthole. Yeah, I'm 70s Chucky, and I'm going to take you by the ribs.
Ah, throwback. I like it. So these people land, and they get taken to this island, into a restaurant, and they're just giving this woman's restaurant. Oh, I got to talk about her. Just start throwing free booze at all these people, giving them the happy entrance, you know, like, welcome to Fyre Festival, it's here, you know, they're at this restaurant basically, and that was the best time that all these people had. And the festival grounds weren't even being built.
Wow.
The soundstage guys pulled half of the shit. The stage guys pulled their shit while concert goers were landing, waiting to go to their villas.
That's insane.
How bad do you fuck this up? There's no food. No 5-star sushi restaurant, personal chefs. There's none of that shit. Okay. Billy McFarlane basically tells everybody, let's run with it. It can't be that bad. He doesn't even know the status of his own fucking music festival.
So he's somewhere else completely.
He's nowhere to be fucking found.
Oh, gosh.
And, okay, so it gets so much fucking worse.
I'm so sorry for all the people who got swindled by that.
Oh, man. In a way, I am. In a way, I'm not. But guess what? Justice did get served.
God.
Okay, so what they do is they round up all these people in buses. School buses. These are the top elites. Like, they could go from the north end of New York to the south end of New York in a Bugatti that they rented for the hour. These are fucking rich people, and they're being scooted around in a goddamn school bus. If this music festival had as much fucking money as they would be using BMW or fucking high-end Mercedes-Benz.
Maseratis or some shit.
No, but just for transport.
Yeah.
They got these, I mean, a busload of 50 people.
The Cadillac Z.
All these fucking, like, higher-end vehicles, but a goddamn school bus. So all these really important people, quote-unquote.
A Cadillac school bus.
All right, Stone Johnny. God damn, Country Chris is baked tonight. This is what happens when I let him smoke too much before the goddamn show.
I want a DeLorean school bus.
DeLorean school bus. Oh, you okay? You ready to keep going? You dumb, trippy bastard.
Yeah.
It's going back to the rubber bong moment there for a moment.
Right there.
I see it.
Rasta jaw.
So these people are getting on school buses, hurdled up, and moving to the music festival. They're all standing around this barbed wire fence that has been there since they started construction. There is crates from trains with all of the bedding that they were going to use for the event. Most of the tents are set up. I'll give them that. But they're all to shit. Because guess what happened the night before everybody got there? A huge fucking rainstorm. Everything was shitty and moldy and fucked up. The beds were wet. The stage was ruined. Half the stage equipment isn't even fucking active and on there because the production company didn't get paid. So they pulled all their staging stuff and just left the stage because they didn't need to worry about the stage. The stage was going to be taken down eventually.